So the bad news is my credit card got swallowed by an ADM yesterday, and it's a weekend lockdown here in Turkey, so I'll have to wait until Monday until I can hopefully get it back. The good news is I'm going to Egypt tomorrow on this tiny little boat.
Okay, first try. Hours later.
Got my card back and we're all ready to go. We attached the bikes to the boat. I think they're quite well secured. And then Captain Henrik, Swedish guy, is doing the checkout. And then we are ready to set sail for Egypt.
When I first heard about the possibility of sailing to Egypt, I was very excited, but I had no idea what to expect. Now I'm actually standing on a beautiful sailboat ready to cross the Mediterranean. I'm hoisting the sails to let the wind take us to Africa. The sea was calm as we sailed out of the marina in Finike, but as we progressed further into the open sea, the waves gradually got higher and the clouds got darker and darker. And with that, I started to feel sicker and sicker, until all I could do was lay down and sleep.
Not so comfortable anymore. How are you feeling?
Not so good.
Lee shore means that, I mean, the wind comes from, this is the windward side and this is the leeward side. Whenever we come at shore on the leeward side, we always have to be a little bit careful and hold out a little bit more, because obviously we don't want to be washed up on the leeward shore.
Yes.
So we are just off the coast of northern Cyprus now. We have had very rough days, first 2 days, and I got very seasick. It's the first morning that I can just be outside here, a little bit calmer weather, but the wind is still strong, and the worst part, or at least the roughest part, is probably yet to come. And we attached the bikes right here on the back side. They have survived the first part without any problems. Let's hope we can get them to Egypt. So we're waiting now just off the coast of Cyprus to stock up on fuel. We could not wait on the docks because then we would be subject to the quarantine and COVID rules. So we're waiting here, and it's a good time to cook, make some food. Hello. Caro is cutting the carrots. This is the place where I sleep. And Master Chef Simon is cooking some lentil soup.
I'm crying because the onions are too hot.
We're now in the port of Latsi on Cyprus. looking for a place to bunker up on fuel and water before we start on the long stretch towards Africa. I think this is the closest we're gonna get to Cyprus because we're not allowed to go onshore.
Back to channel 12 and cold port sail control and tell them we are at 35.
Port sail control, this is for the back.
A mile or two outside Port Said, a patrol boat lines up next to our boat. We are not allowed to sail into Port Said ourselves, so we get a pilot on board.
Welcome.
So we've made it to Egypt. We are in Port Said now, at the northern side of the Suez Canal. Unfortunately though, we're unable to get off the boat into Egypt because we can only stay in transit here. So we will have to go down the Suez Canal and go to Hurghada, more to the south of Egypt, and there we can actually go on land, take the PCR test. Even the weather, it's not what I had imagined it to be like in Egypt. Also, we had to pay a lot of things for I don't know what. Already the first corruption here in Egypt. So we will stay here for the night. Then we will get a pilot who will take us through the Suez Canal, and then we have around 6 days of sailing left to Hurghada. Hopefully we will have some calmer seas because it's not been the best time for me on the boat.
Got a bit wet.
After spending the night in an abandoned dock in Port Said, we continue to sail through the busy port and down the Suez Canal. While sail, our Egyptian pilot takes us through the canal on engine. No ship or boat is allowed to go up or down the canal by themselves.
So we're on the Suez Canal now. sailing south. We got a captain on board from an Egyptian captain who will sail us through the canal. Some massive container ships here. We're now in the town of Al Ismailia, about halfway in the Suez Canal. We dropped off our first pilot. We'll stay here tonight. Then tomorrow morning we will get another pilot on board. He will sail us to the south end of the Suez Canal. We've just been in Egypt basically 2 days, but everywhere we stop there's people approaching us, asking us for signatures and money. It's such a big difference, such a big contrast with Turkey, where everybody approached us where they want to actually give us something. Here it's basically the opposite.
Just before sunset, we leave for the last part of the Suez Canal towards the Red Sea.
I am sailing home again, across the sea. I am sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free. I am flying, I am flying.
For the first time since we left Turkey, we are having proper tailwinds. To catch some more of that wind, we tried to raise the spinnaker sail, a massive sail on the front of the boat. But that did not really go as planned.
We are now crossing from the dry desert and mountains of the Sinai to the other side of the Red Sea. Fortunately, I'm not feeling seasick anymore. It's a very nice feeling to be sailing on the Red Sea.
As we sail into the sun on the Red Sea, I realize how unique this is and what a once-in-a-lifetime experience has been.
We made it to Hurghada. This morning we did a PCR test here in this quarantine place, it seems. We're still waiting for the results, and this yellow flag here marks that we are in quarantine. We are still not officially in Egypt. I'm so excited to get off this boat, have land under my feet and settle under my bed again.
Took us a lot of waiting and a lot of officials, but finally we got our passports back with an Egyptian visa. And surprise, surprise, a negative result on our COVID test after almost 2 weeks in quarantine on the boat. So finally we can get off the boat and into Egypt. What do you say? Excited to get off the boat? Yeah, I guess so.
Our beloved bicycles have survived the journey, but they are rusty and very salty. They deserve some proper cleaning to make them ready to cycle on the African continent.